everyone, and holy shit, this is loud. Alright, guess I'll just have to go with it. Hello everyone, and welcome to Space to Interrogate. And it's an indie game that I found on itch.io, and I'm just gonna read what it says on their page. Space to Interrogate is a short detective game made during the haunted PS1 Summer of Screams. And, well, that's it. Okay, well, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's see if this... Oh my god, that was so fucking loud. I don't even know if anything I said got through. Okay, so just to repeat, I'm an AHOL playing Space to Interrogate. Yeah, I'm not sure. Can't remember who did it, but who made this, who the developer is. But I will make sure that it is. I'll put a thing up on the when I'm editing. I'll put a nice little note on the screen here, and of course it'll be down in the description below. So. Apparently it's just, the description only says, since that might have been drowned out, let me just repeat what I had read. Here we go. It's a short detective game made during the haunted PS1 Summer Screams, and that's all it says. So, well, let's just, okay, so there's that. Yeah. Okay, so just basic stuff, yeah. Some clicking there. Alright, so right click to aim, and left click to shoot. Okay, so doing a whole murder mystery thing here. Whoa. Oh. Oh, I see. Murder. Space to Interrogate. And that's it. Okay, well, let's interrogate then. Oh. Yes, I know who that is. That's Mr. Charles, the master of the manor. Please, I had nothing to do with this. Sure, we had our differences, but I would never kill anything. Okay, and that's all she has to say. Oh. Murder. So what do I... Tab to swap. Okay, so there's nothing here that I can do just yet. Tab to swap. Oh. Keep taking photos. That's me. And that's it. Okay. And that's that. Okay. Okay, so there's nothing to that, apparently. What's this? Exit to crime scene. Okay. Yes. Alright. Oh. Space to incarcerate. Oh. And you, what do you say? You sure you've got enough evidence to bring them down? You only get one shot. I actually don't have... Oh, here we go. Okay, and now I'm just going to go and do some more detecting, whatever. Get those nice pictures going. And I'm going to go back to the crime scene, because I mean, all I did was have the one picture, and that was of the body. Okay, so let us just go over here. Oh, look at that. We got ourselves a handprint. Okay. Spaces interact. Okay, doesn't seem to be anything here. That is a lot of deer heads. Why not? Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything of note that would be of interest here. I just kind of took that wall of heads there, just because I felt like it. Oh, yes. Take a picture of that. It's probably not going to be relevant, but why not? Okay. So there's a lot of So yeah, there's fire going. Oh. Oh. I didn't even notice that there is a gun missing. That is interesting. That calendar. Well, let's take a picture of that. It's a pixelated picture. Why not? Let's take another picture of that. Okay, but that is interesting. That one of the guns is missing. There is a... I can actually... That is like a raised platform. Yes. Okay, so there doesn't seem to be anything else. I'm probably overthinking this, but that's fine. There's nothing wrong with overthinking things. You know, let's just do that. Okay, and you know what? I just want to try one more thing. Well, a couple more things before I... There we go. No. Okay, and what about here? No, can't do anything with that. Okay, looks like I've got nothing else to collect, or take photos of, I should say. Just gonna take one... Oh, it's just flicks of dust. Okay. Yeah. So why are the flowers here? Well, gun is missing. Flowers are spread everywhere. And that handprint. Okay, let's go back. I've got all the pictures I can have. So let us interrogate her. That's me. Oh. Yeah. Okay. That's here. But, that's me. Oh. That's the mistress of the house. Must be awfully sad. But then again... Sorry, I just She was always alone, you know? Really? I just wonder if she'd had it. Methinks the lady doth protest too much. Yes, that's possible. Why? What? Oh, okay, so that's circular. Why is the death face on him? Okay, so what about this dude? Oh, that's the butler. But hey, I'm not trying to be a snitch or anything, but I think the master fired him last week. Okay. Butler's glove. I know that one too. What was it doing in the study? That is a good question. What a horrific display. If you ask me, oh, I just think this type of thing should be stopped. You know, legally. So she didn't like his hunting. Got it. That's the butler and the master together. Apparently, they go way back. Shame. After all that time devoted to one place, only to just be acts like that. Huh. You're trying real hard here. Yes. I don't know anything about that cup. Well, okay, it was the master's favorite. But it's the butler who served him his wife's tea every night. It was the master's favorite, but... huh. Okay. Oh, that's a dead orchid. Don't see what that has to do with me. These orchids were the mistress's special creation. Okay. Ah, okay. If she was lonely with the butler, okay. But where do you fit in? The master read a lot. He was either away for work or in his study reading. Or outside killing. You really hated his killing, didn't you? This hunting. Same thing? The master read a lot, yeah. He was either way, okay. Huh? I hadn't noticed that gun missing before. What? I didn't take it if that's what you're thinking. Yeah, actually, I'm thinking someone did. Who? Well, isn't that interesting? Okay. Looks like a calendar. The master was always... oh, okay. Oh, okay. So that's how you fast forward this. The master was always gone on some business trip or other. Always leaving the mistress alone. Hey, I wasn't finished reading that. Felt up to me to keep her company. Make her feel like she had some companionship. Oh, really? Why did you pause on companionship? There's nothing in this picture. How do you... okay, never mind. Yuck. That thing shouldn't even exist. I'm telling you, I think it's just evil. Oh. Okay. Wow. I took too many pictures. Okay, so that's enough from you for the time being. Let's go into the butler's place. What do you want? That's the man of the house. Real shame. Known him since he was a kid, I did. Listen, I ain't done nothing wrong. If you ask me, you should be talking to that maid. Heard her just the other day spouting off about them dead animals and whatnot. I agree. Yeah? Oh, that's the maid. Been around since the missus hired her. Got along together just swell. Not sure she'd fancy the master all that much, though. Always arguing about animal rights doohickey. Okay. Okay. Mistress of the house. Always alone, waiting for the master to come home. Except she was spending plenty of time with that maid. Must have needed the company. Say, I wonder if she just couldn't take it anymore. They seem hell-bent on blaming this on the mistress, or the... okay. And why that? That would be me. Really spot-on detective work right there. Okay. And your glove? Oh, that's me glove. I'm very meticulous, though. Don't think that should have been in... It's been in there. Must have dropped it on my way out. Maybe. Who? Master had some good seasons under his belt. I taught him to hunt, I did. Come to think of it, that little maid had quite a few thoughts about it herself. Okay. Me and the master. Damn shame. Knowed him since he was a kid. Gotta believe me, loved him like he was me own son. I'm beginning to think that that's true. Say, that there's the cup of the house. Okay. Served him tea every night. Usually something original from the missus. Like to make it herself. Okay, I gotta go back and ask her about that, because the maids gave a bit of a different detail. The Mrs. Orchids. I seen her greenhouse. Got all types of strange equipment in there. Not just pots and soil. Okay. Master had quite an appetite for knowledge, sport, and travel. And that's it. Okay. Same thing? Yeah. Oh, don't know who'd take a gun off that wall. Okay. And calendar? Master's calendar. He had more days away than he had home. Always leaving the missus alone with that young maid as her only companion. Yeah, it's a thing they agree on. I keep thinking this comes down to the maid. Wait. And let me guess, nothing? Very avant-garde. Okay, fair enough. Master's hunting rifle. He brought that back from another one of his trips. Okay, and that is it. Yeah, I took too many pictures, but that's okay. Oops. Okay, so I just want to make sure I heard what that I read what she said correctly. So let's go back to the cup. What did she say? I don't know anything about that cup. Well, okay, it was the master's favorite, but it was the butler who served him his wife's tea every night. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's a different story. Still doesn't know, but it was the butler who... Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? It opened up and I'm stuck in here. Okay, and we're back. That was fun. Okay, so just had to quickly redo everything there. And I did take a couple more pictures. Yeah, got a better picture of the body. You know, of course, there's the nurse, and there's that. I'm a little kind of wondering about that. Those, yeah, like, notice this. Huh? Okay, that's the gun. Ugh, that's a sacred creature. It's wrong what we do to them. Okay, see, I decided to take a picture of the bearskin rug because I wanted to see what her reaction would be. And notice, yes, each of these, you got the X eyes, the death stare. So I'm curious about that. Yeah, because she says, telling you it's just evil. Okay. There's nothing in this picture. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know anything about the cup because she says she knows nothing about the cup, except that it was the master's favorite. Oops. And it was the butler who served his wife's tea every night. Who served him his wife's tea every night. So they both say that the wife. That's the fern. Yeah, and these books. The master read outside or killing. And again, there's nothing in this picture. Okay, yeah. I decided to take a picture of the chair. I mean, normally it's something that you would, what a horror display, yeah. She makes an effort to say, legally, so I find that odd. And that, I have no idea what that is, so I figured, why not? Oh, that's a rope. A rope? That's from the Mrs. Gardening kit. I only know that because, I've just seen it around. Now that is interesting. I hadn't known. And that's it. Okay, so I'm glad I got a few more picks because, it was rather interesting. Okay, so let's try not to get stuck in the door this time. Okay, I want to hear what this guy has to say about these things. Right. Me and this there? Yep. Okay. That is the cup, so you say there's the cup of the house. Served him tea every night. Usually something original from the missus. Like to make it herself. Okay. So they both agree on that. And what about the missus? I seen her grounds, all sorts of equipment in there, just not just pots and soils. Okay. And lords and travel. Anything but very avant-garde. Okay, so yeah, just generic shit. And what about the wall of heads? Master had good season and rebelled. I taught him to hunt. I did come to think. Yeah, okay. I can't tell what that is. That's gardening rope. You could do a lot with a bit of rope like that. Quite a lot. Huh. Okay, that's Okay. Oh, don't know who'd take a gun off that wall. Okay. Master has always talked about that one. Quite the conquest, he said. Don't mention it to that maid, though. Gets upset over dead animals, she does. Notice that there's evidence for the two, but not the maid. Stuff planted that each of them has except the maid. Alright. Well, missus, I've heard what they had to say. Oops. Let's just get back to the beginning for you. So what do we got here? The dead body. That's my dear, my Charles, my love. I'm sorry, you don't think I did this, do you? Maybe. If anything, talk to the butler. Charles fired him just 2 days ago. So you say. No, I'm beginning to think that you and the maid are in on it together, to be honest. Oh, her. That's our new maid. Of course, Charles always made sure to hire the pretty ones. Ah. Interesting. Detect a little jealousy with that. Oh, that's odd. I don't know why a gun would have been taken from that wall. I mean, you don't think... Please, just look at me. You think I'm strong enough to carry a cannon like that? Well, I mean... Oh. You're always saying, oh. That's a glove for the house's official uniform. It would be the butler's. I wonder why that was in the study. I didn't spend much time looking up. Maybe I should have. Charles was particularly proud of that one. He did love to hunt. That's it, okay. Oh, well, Charles used that for hunting. Okay. And this? Oh, why are you saying, oh, that's Charles' schedule. Almost a fluke he'd die here in his own home. I always thought it would happen in some far-off country. Well, that's just mathematics, given how often he was gone. Okay. What's this supposed to be a picture of? Oh. Okay, so there's nothing there, so that's nothing. And see this. The butler and Charles. The butler practically raised Charles since he was a kid. I'm sure he must have been upset after we fired him. But why did you fire him? Oh, that's a goblet with the family seal on it. Charles' favorite tea. He never drank out of anything else. The butler served him at the same time every evening. Oh. Why is it always O? A dead orchid. Not sure why those are there, to be honest. Well, Charles loved to read. He did always have a stack of books on his desk. Let me guess. What's this book? Yeah. More of Charles' hunting spoils. And that's it, alright. I can barely see what that is. Oh, huh. Strange. Don't know why a rope like that would be in the study. Must be from Charles's hunting gear. That's the manor's butler. He's been working for the house for over 20 years. Shame he had to be let go, no? But why? Charles' business dealings were not panning out so well this year. Ah, okay. According to you, that's me. Is this a joke? Kinda. And that's it. Okay, you know what? I wanna... Okay, so they both said... These two said it was the gardening rope. She thinks it's from, from Charles's, blah, 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 hunting. I want to go and have a look-see up. Yeah, it's just a light. But standing there would give a nice angle on this dude. Alright. Don't think there's anything left for me to find. I know I'm probably taking a long time for this, but I have a tendency... Well, when it comes to these detective games, I have a tendency to scour every square inch over and over again, just to make sure I don't miss the tiniest detail. You know that, you know how they have those detective things, like, oh, what was it? In Vegas, they had a CSI thing, and you had to go in there and do a really basic detective thing. You know, you had to scour for forensics and all that. Well, I went in there, when I went in there, I actually took note at literally every single off detail. I put down, like, an entire page of notes from one scene, and it turns out, you know, it just wasn't that advanced, but I did that for all of it, and it's just like, so I really went too far. Okay, so that's the missus, that's him, oops. Right, and here's another death thing. Okay, I wonder if that has to do, like, you see though that smiley, that face, the death's face, right? What if that is just, like, it tells you that that's the important thing? And what does that say? Okay, just arrows. Oh, that's a belt? That's it? Okay. And, oh. Yes, I know who that, yeah. And what about... Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. What about this? There's nothing in this picture. Shit. Alright. Okay, so the only thing really new is this belt. So that's, well, that's good in a way, because it means that I only have to ask them about this belt, see if there's anything new comes up. That's a belt. Don't know why it's there. Okay, less than helpful so far. Wait. Okay, yeah, no, not gonna find it. And you? Just seems like a belt to me. Come to think of it, I don't remember Charles having a belt like that. Okay. Okay, so this is... I like this. This is a bit of a head scratcher. I mean, the thing is, I keep thinking it's the maid, to be honest. The maid and the missus. Because they... Well, they both keep trying to pin it on the butler, which is very possible. I mean, yeah, it's... I gotta say, I do like the fact that they do put the blame... put enough blame on all three. Okay, so... Which ones have the smiley face? So the belt, so she says that it's not Charles. That would be the butler. Let's see. Yeah, she really... So that the butler was fired because of... You know, I just think it's just too obvious. He gets revenge that way. I don't know. That she doesn't like. Yeah, the chair is nothing. Okay, in the books. So the books, the belt. Oops, no. Why is the murder questioned like that? Okay. They've been together forever. Yeah. Why? Yeah, so he was gone all the time, left her alone. I do think that it's the maid. And that was... I have no idea what that is. I can't make it out. Okay, let's just ask. Master always... Oh, okay, the bear. Right. Okay, so the bear... The belt. Alright, so it's the bear, the belt... The books. God damn it, I can't fucking tell anything with these pictures. Don't know who'd take a gun off. Oh, right, the gun is missing. So the gun, the bear, the books. Okay. I want to see what her reaction is, the maid's reaction to the book, because honestly I think it's the maid. With the master read a lot. He was either away for work or in his study reading, or outside killing. Yeah. You know what? I just keep thinking it's the maid. I mean, the butler, I mean, they say he was fired, but there's no evidence of that. He doesn't say anything about that. They both say it. His glove was there. He says he's meticulous. Doesn't know how it got there. They both say that the rope was the missus, but she said it was her husband's. She said that the belt wasn't his, wasn't her husband's. I don't know. See, now... Oh, man. So many possibilities are popping into my head. Like, you know, maybe there was an affair between the butler and the maid, and they're just trying to get rid of the missus, but that wouldn't make any sense, because then they'd get nothing, right? Get rid of the... You know, like, get the rest of the missus. She wouldn't... you know, they could... There's the possibility that she'd lose the inheritance, because, you know, the husband dead, she'd get everything. But... Yeah. But they're both pretty hard trying to say that the maid kept the missus company. At the same time, you know, the maid and the missus keep trying to blame the butler. Yeah, and she really, really had a hate for the master. Sir, please, I had nothing to do with. We sure we had our differences, but I would never kill anything. This is a very nice whodunit, I gotta say. You know, because honestly, it's... Yeah, they each have their reasons. She hated his killing. He hated he was fired, and she was always left alone. But with being left alone, would that be enough to kill him? Yeah, I have trouble seeing that. You know, because she could easily find companionship elsewhere, and you know, the butler is blaming the maid, and the maid keeps blaming the butler. And the thing of it is that what we found in there was that there's the rope in the glove. The thing of it is, well, okay, let's do it. Who had, well, they all had motive. Hers is, the missus is pretty weak. I mean, just because she's lonely, she wants to kill him? I don't really understand that. If we had something about, you know, divorce or something, you know, some sort of prenup agreement or something, I mean, I'd look into that to see the conditions of it, because if you know, that's a missing piece of the puzzle to me. That's something I would look into, you know, anything about divorce, prenup, anything like that, state of the marriage. Because the thing of it is, it really doesn't seem like a big deal to be lonely, because she can always find companionship elsewhere. You know, why kill him over that? It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Definitely makes a lot of sense for those two to kill him, though. You know, the fact that they're blaming each other, the maid and the butler, I mean, honestly, that doesn't mean anything. And it says why, but why would that note there? Murder. Murder. Yeah, she made the tea. See, this is another thing. Is that, what was he killed by? Because that's another thing I'd want to know. Was he killed by poison, gunshot? You know, like, I don't understand. You know, like, there's just a few pieces of the puzzle that I really could use. Like, what was the cause of death? What was their state of, you know, like, what was there a prenup? And if so, what were the conditions? And some other details, which, honestly, I would love to have, but it doesn't provide. Now, granted, the person making this, what is it? Girls with Broken Legs or something like that, the developer? I probably got that wrong. Probably didn't have time to think of every possibility and so forth, but, you know, still, well done, because it's something of a head scratcher. So who do I incarcerate? Do I incarcerate the missus? Who seems rather blasé about it all, but then again, her husband was estranged, essentially. And that's another thing, we don't really know too much about why he was avoiding her all the time. Always out hunting, always reading, always avoiding her, essentially. But why? Was that just how he was? Was their marriage rocky? Don't know. Then neither of these two are talking about that. And it's a very strong possibility. See, I want to blame the maid, I really do. But the missus has... Yeah, you know what? Let's just go with something here. Space to incarcerate. Who did it? Oh, okay. Oh! Well, what do you know? It never occurred to me to think the master did it to himself. So let me think. Well, would he do it to himself, right? They all have motive, they all have... I mean, why would he kill himself? I have no clue. Why would he blame any of these ladies? Again, any of these other suspects, the butler, the mistress, the maid, I don't understand why he would. It makes no sense to me. Because the thing is, I mean, like the maid, sure, that makes sense. Because they didn't get along. The mistress and the butler, but why would he, you know, why would he implicate the butler? That makes no sense. Unless, of course, that evidence was planted by the mistress and the maid. Like, see, there's just so much missing here. Press escape to investigate. Okay, so could he have done it to himself? Let's see. I never found the gun. And it might have been there and I just didn't find it. But there was that rope. None of the three knew about it. Or knew why it was there, so they claim. His gun is missing. Yeah. Nice, I never considered this possibility. I just assumed murder and that was it. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to say the master just to see what happens. Just because it's an option I never considered. The butler, I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. I just don't want to say it's the butler. Okay, like the maid had strong motive. The mistress said nothing about the companionship with the maid. Only that she really, you know, always had to be the pretty ones. But the maid made a big deal about always being in company with the mistress, and the butler, same with the mistress. They both pointed that they were together. I want to say, you know what, I'm just going to say the maid. I'm thinking it's wrong. I'm thinking it's the mistress, but let's just go with her. You thought you had her. It all made perfect sense. The maid did it. At the time, there just wasn't any doubt in your mind. So I was wrong. But somehow, even after her conviction, even after she was sentenced to spend the rest of her life behind bars, you found yourself questioning your own case. Had you really made the right... Oh, you fuckers. Nice. Had you really made the right decision? Yeah, see, now I want to go back and incarcerate the mistress, because... Is that really it? Okay. And wow. Okay, so I was wrong, and like I said, I think it's a mistress. So what I'm gonna do is, okay, before I do that, I gotta say I really enjoyed this. I love these detective things where they actually put some thought into it and put in enough red herrings to decide. Now, the maid did seem rather obvious, and I did say that I thought, okay, you know what, fuck this. This is just too loud. Oh my god, that was so loud. Okay, so, like I said, it was, you know, I wanted to choose the maid just because I wanted to see, but I think it was the mistress, to be honest. That's what I was ultimately coming down to. In the beginning, yeah, it did really seem obvious that it was the maid, and that's the thing. The butler also seemed rather obvious. I think it was I do think it's the mistress, simply because, you know, she actually contradicts a couple things. She seems rather blasé about it all, and yeah, it just seems like that's the thing. I don't know. I could be wrong, of course. But you know what? I'm gonna jump. Shit. Maybe I should do all three all the other three choices. Or you know what? Maybe I won't. You know, I'm not going to be that cruel to you guys. So for those who don't want spoilers, end it now because I'm going to do the other three incarcerations. I'm going to see if I'm correct about the mistress. We'll see. So I'm going to choose the butler first, then I'm going to choose the mistress, and then I'll finally choose the master. Okay, and then once I have that, yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay, so again, I'm going to do all three of them, the other three that I haven't chosen. So if you don't want spoilers as to who it was, assuming, okay, and this is a big if, this is a big assumption, assuming that there actually is a right answer, right? What if that ending is for all of them, right? How you're always unsure. And that's why I'm going to do all three, just to see the other three, just to see if you do think it's right, or if the message, or also there's always a message that yes, that you're always in doubt. So we'll see. So unless you have spoilers, again, final warning: end it now, end this video now. Otherwise, come along for the ride, and I'll jump to the end of all three. Okay, so now I'm going to choose the butler. There was no way it wasn't this man. The butler had every reason to kill the master of the house, and you had every bit of evidence you needed for a conviction. You watched the trial unfold, watched him stare blankly as his sentence was read, imagined his misery as he spent the rest of his life in prison. But even after all this time, you think about the butler and the case, and you cannot help but wonder, was it really as clear as you had thought it was? Did you put a murderer behind bars? Or did you destroy an innocent man's life? That is... okay, cool. And again, yeah, so again, there's... just as I thought, so far, anyway, I don't think the butler did it, but... there's that doubt. So, I'm going to do the mistress next. Okay, so here we are. Now, like I said, I do suspect the mistress, so we'll see how it goes. It all made perfect sense. The wife did it. You were certain. As per your recommendation, the district attorney's office pressed charges. But fate seems to have turned its back on you as you watched the woman walk free. Their jury just wasn't convinced. You hadn't built a good enough case. Whoa, 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 whoa. Was there something I missed? Wait. Did I miss something? I hadn't built a good enough case. But see, this okay. So she walked free. As per your recommendation, the district attorney pressed charges, but said What? Okay, hold on. Did I miss something? I can't think of what I could have missed. But you know what? We'll do the master next. Okay, and lastly, the master of the house. Let's see how this turns out. Oh. I can't choose him. I'm actually trying to. Okay. Well, I don't know what I could have possibly missed. Okay, because here's the thing. It just means that I'm right. It was the mistress. But it said that I didn't have enough evidence. So the question is, why? What did I possibly miss? It all made perfect sense. The wife did it. You were certain. As per your recommendation, the district attorney's office pressed charges, but fate seems to, again, missing evidence, but I don't watch the woman walk free. The jury just wasn't convinced. You hadn't built a good enough case. Well, I don't know what I could have done. Okay, so overall, here's what I thought. I thought it was really good overall. There's a bit rough around the edges, but that's to be expected considering it's a short time. It's for the PS1 season of scares and all that. So summer of scares, whatever, game jam. So some roughness around the edges is to be expected. One real knock against it is that when you take a couple of pictures, that a few of them are just too dark. You can't make out what they are. I am going to hold that against the developer because that's something that they could have not done implemented in the first place, but they did. That's something they had time to do. They could have not done it in the first place. So it is a knock against them. There's a bit of frustration because it seems like you can't really win, so to speak. And what I mean is get confirmation of who is of your choice. I mean, it's obvious that's the mistress. That's the which again I'm not going to hold against the developer simply because again they might not have made it as subtle as they would have had they had the time to had all the time in the all the time in the world to work on this. There's only one possible thing I could think of that there's a nice secret fourth ending where you pick the wife and you do get her convicted, and that's only take the pictures that have that dead smiley face picture drawn on it. That's the only one I could think of that would, if you had only those as the evidence, that's the only thing I could think of that would get her to to get her convicted. I'm not gonna show you that. You guys can play and find out for yourself. Gives you a reason to play this game. Nice little whodunit, gets you thinking, and yeah, I liked it overall. A couple of knocks, but a little rough around the edges, but overall really good. I enjoyed it. So thank you so much for coming and watching. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I've been in AHOL playing this game because I can't remember what it's called. Sorry about that. But the link, if you're interested and you want to play it for yourselves, the link will be in the description down below. And I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.